Backline, what can you pick that won't die right away to Ezreal? Nautilus has escapes, he's gotten Buster's Q cooldown, the mana cost, everything else like that. Orianna gonna be the response in the mid lane here for Pobos.
And while it's a standard champion for where the meta inevitably the Ardent Sensor, and actually he kind of snuck her back but lost some CS4.
It happens, Cap slowed down, and Poser wants in. A nice juke gets away from Xfiniti's Q, but he's got to run out of places to go. The flash available. Here comes Rek'Sai, the knockup's gonna be had. Looking to knock down and a Pobos. Do they have it? Yes, they do. First blood, 2 games in a row.
Defend under this turret.
And that ends up being priority of current.
Ulti coming across, gets the shield, here comes the burst damage across, trying to juke as much of that as he can. The ulti from Jess is getting the heal and Flame, jumping over the wall, staying alive, and here comes Broxa, wants a bit more. Gets a bit of a heal out for Flame, he's got the teammate around, but the chase is in for Cap. Looks for the stun, but here comes the team, Xfiniti's there in the play. The shotgun's gonna land, they're gonna look to knock down Cap. Can they get him? Yes, they can. The autos come through, and now it's Soaz forced to run. He does have flash, so the slow from Lance won't be the kill just yet. Ole still in the chase, Xfinity
has exclusive vision in an area.
Yeah, and anytime Immortals doesn't see Fnatic, they also have to worry about Baron, but they have a control ward in that Baron pit, which makes them safe to at least look for Infernal, but they would actually rather fight than risk this objective trade dance.
The case. They've got some stealth wards in that river as well, looking closer and closer to each other. So is the front line. Flame ready to get hit as well. Here's the anchor in. This could be the fight onto the battle. Flame gonna be the front line. A nice true shot for Rubkins to the half HP, and now Soaz forced to flash away. Rock jump to chase, but he gets knocked up by the ulti out of Nautilus. Pobos are getting low, and he airballs the shockwave. This could be the fight that Fnatic really wants for themselves. 5v4 in the map. A top laner low, but he's got TP available.
Huge play by Caps over the wall right there, cutting Pobelter off, panicking Pobelter into that whiff shockwave. That's Infernal for Fnatic.
Nicely picked up right there. The battle was big, and Fnatic starting to fire back. Only 1,000 gold apart. They've tied up the Infernals, and Immortals actually on the wrong side of this one. Keep in mind, they're on the back side. This is not their side of the map, and Braxton picks up a kill. Now Cody's son. Brock jumping away, but a summon he'll use to chase in further. Jessus pops that summoner. Now 3v5. The chase can continue. This could be a complete wipe of Immortals. They're still trying to run away. Xfinity has nowhere to go. He's going to lose his life. This will be three straight kills for Fnatic. Fnatic have the ward control.
You wonder, is Immortals just going to force this fight? Caps in that flank position
he
again.
Gets the catch out of the one. A lot of damage on Xfinity. Forced to flash away, but now the Soaz and Caps actually zoned out as well. Xfinity is so low, though, that looks like Immortals can't do much more else, but Soaz wants in. He's got the front line. He's going to get the back line access onto Pobelter. The knockup is there. Ezreal already shifting backwards even more. And the shotgun's going to land in a Caps, and they're followed through. Not quite just yet. The rocket jump forward. The damage isn't going to be there. Yes, Redemption not going to reset in time. So 5v4 and no mid laner. The chase is in. A nice root from Reckless. The blade color helping a bit.
The Day losing to the Gigabyte Marines and still have to play Longzhu. They do not want to have an 0-3 Day. They have to perform here.
Here comes the backline access. The stun onto Ole. Tags the mid laner as well, but they re-engages. Not to be had just yet. They've got Soaz but isolated. Look at the damage they've got. Nautilus is going to fall, and Flame stays alive. Now Cody's out of the chase. He wants Reckless. Reckless has flash. He has the ulti as well. He can get away and does so with that one. Now 5v4.
It will be a smite fight. Definitely not easy.
TP available. Soaz coming in right now. Broxa over the wall. Who's going to win this one? Xfinity rarely misses in North America. Will he miss it? Worlds, he picks it up. This is the fight now. 5v5. The front line's there. Shockwave pulls in one. They've got Broxa. Now into Soaz the front as well. Can they keep him alive in this one? A nice stun. Only finds one though. Flame gonna stay alive, but a poke coming through for Xfinity. Baron picked up for Immortals. They got the kill as well. They can walk away right now. We'll see the next wave coming through. The Cody Sun wants in, and they're not going to mean too much. The wave through not yet there for the Fnatic bot laner. Shockwave again. They go for front lane because they have the damage of it. Will Soaz fall. Flame rooted in the turret, but he pops the stone plate, staying alive a little bit longer. A big 3-man shot right there, pulling back into the flame. They get the first kill. It's Reckless getting that one in trade as one more comes in. It's the bot lane, the support going down. 3v4. Immortals forced to run away, but Fnatic, they want this one. The chase forward on Pobelter, not quite the blade color range, and just barely missing onto that Miasma. There's still more to be done. They're looking for the kill. Reckless gonna come in, and Brock's getting the kill credit on that one. And the flash bar goes on. The insect, but betrays his teammate, and it's going to be the ace for Fnatic!
9, Flame up in 12. There's 4 people. This probably isn't the end of the game.
But it is Inhibitor at the very least. It's going to die, and they're actually going to look for the Nexus turrets. You're seeing them cheat forward. Ocean Drake region, keeping them topped off a bit more. Here comes Ole. He's got to respect this. Here comes the Maokai as well. 15 seconds before a carry spawns, and here comes the wave.
Flame
the knockback. Can they get Broxton looking to do it? He's going to flash away. Stays just barely alive. And they're going to look down to knock down turret number 1. Here comes Orianna in 3 seconds. The ulti on the back line. A knockup is there. Cap's a bit low. Do they have the damage? Pobelter must go big. Shockwave catches Reckless. Now on to the Nexus they're going. Do they have the damage output? The hits are coming in. Is it going to be the game? Fnatic looking to knock him down. Will they get Soaz? He's trying. It's the game.
Tragedy of 2014 for Reckless not killing the Nexus against OMG. Soaz makes it work with his dying breath.
We sell here after one passage of play. They take all the variables in. They feel like this is the only time they can close out the game, and by a hair's breadth, they do.
And how fitting is it for the Fnatic Immortals rematch to end with an 80 carry flashing forward, dying after